All right, I am Marco Perez, and we would like to welcome everybody back to practicallyandroid.com, where we go through practical and beneficial ways to use your Android in everyday life. So, as we're continuing on with our theme of losing weight, being fit, and doing it ahead of the curve, before everyone makes their New Year's resolutions at the beginning of the year, because unless you kind of get the ball rolling, it's kind of hard to really keep those. So if we're a little bit proactive about it, a little bit smarter about it, and start now, it's going to be a lot better for us. And today I'm going to show you guys what an interval timer is, or a good one that I found, and how it can help out in your workouts with your Android. Because if you involve your Android, which we love so much, and it's so much fun, it really helps you to get things done. And if you can actually get your workouts done, then you'll probably lose weight, which will mean more money in your pocket because you don't have to buy bigger clothes, and it just feels better, right? It's just healthier. So let's go ahead and get started. So an interval timer basically times intervals or time periods, between point A and point B. So I used to bike a lot, and well, I kind of still do. At least I like it. Biking's really basically the only thing I can do because running hurts my knees. I messed up my knees a long time ago. But when I used to bike, I would basically just try to go hardcore the whole workout, and I could only really get maybe 30-40 minutes out of it. But I noticed early on that if I did intervals, meaning like I did 2 to 3 minutes of high intensity workout and then rest for, or not so much like completely stop, but just low intensity for maybe 30 to 45 seconds or a minute, man, I could go a whole lot longer, which would mean I would get a better cardiovascular workout, and I could really work my legs and build muscle and do that, which was awesome. So basically what I would do when I was riding outside is I would look at the little timer, little computer on my bike, but it wasn't as nice because I would have to keep looking down to see if I was close to the time that the interval would end. And I always thought, it'd be cool if it notified me when the interval was about to end and when it ended. And then I found this app, and I was like, this is sweet. I got to tell everybody about it. Now, right now, I live in Utah, and it's winter, and it's cold, so I'm not biking outside. I just have an indoor bike, and I just have a basic one. It doesn't have a nice fancy computer to tell me this. So if you have a nice fancy one, then awesome, you rock. If you don't, this is going to be really cool for you. And I'm going to show you how it works. I think it's called Interval Timer. Now, I did a little quick search. I've been using this app for about a month or so. And there's a ton of interval. I just typed in interval timer. And there's a lot of them. And this one I liked for a couple of reasons. One, it looks good. Let me pull it up again. And what's kind of cool is you can have a bunch of different colors. Ding. Well, and there was only two. This is the free version, so it has ads and it doesn't give you that many options to change design. But I think that's cool. So that I liked. The other thing I like is you can set up your intervals and then you can save them. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to quickly set one up and then save it. And this is really helpful because I do two different routines typically. I'll do a high, overall basically high intensity routine. So I maybe Wednesdays, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then in the days in between, I'll do just a low intensity, depending on how sore my muscles are basically, or if I'm really tired. Because you don't want to kill yourself, because then you basically defeat the purpose of working out. Because if you're really dead, then you really can't work out. Just kidding. But you get the point. So let me show you how this works. And when you first open this app, it looks like a lot of numbers, and you're like, what the heck? But let me just go over it, and it should be a little bit easier. So there's a ready. So you basically have to adjust times for ready, round, rest, relax, and rounds. Or for relax, and then how many rounds, and then it'll tell you the total time of the workout. So basically, starting from the top, the ready is like a warm-up time, and I typically do 2 minutes. The round is the high-intensity time that you want to work out, and I typically do 2 minutes on my high intensity workout, and then rest maybe like 35 to 45 seconds. And you can adjust this by just hitting the buttons to the left and right of that, the plus and minus, or you can just tap and just type in the number. Okay. The only problem with this app is anything below rest, if you have a smaller screen, you really can't access, which is really annoying. So basically you just have to kind of try to tap it. I don't know if you can tell, but basically I just like tap to the right of the 9 even when it's up, and then I just like kind of guess. So back, and what was that one? Relax. Okay, so rest is the, let me just go through these first. So ready is the warm-up, round is the high intensity time, rest is like the low intensity, just to kind of rest and then hit it up again. Relax is your cool down period, so after you get done with that, and then how many rounds you want to do. And the way this works, let's say we only do one round, well, 2 rounds apparently, because then this changes. Okay, so let's say at this current setting, the way this would work is you're going to warm up for 2 minutes, then it'll notify you that the first round is starting, and then after you go for 2 minutes, it'll let you rest for 45 seconds, and then round 1 is over. Then you'll start again, not with the ready time, but rather with, let's do this different. Let's say that the ready time is 1:54, just for sake of explanation. Then on the second round, you'll do another 2 minutes, then rest for 45 seconds. Then you'll do your cool down period, which we have right now for 3 seconds, and then you're done with your workout. And the total time of that is 7 minutes and 27 seconds. Now, if that was a little too fast, just rewind this video, and then you can kind of get the gist, or just download the app, and you can kind of play with it and kind of figure it out. But this is really cool. And what I really like about this, so I'm going to quickly just finish setting this up. I'm going to put the rest time as probably 3 minutes. That would be good, depending on if I got my heart rate going pretty quickly. Okay, and I typically try to have my workouts be between 40 and 45 minutes. So with that said, let's see. So 46 minutes. I feel good about that. Then I would just hit go. But before I do, I'm going to save this. Okay? And I'm going to save this as high intensity. Intensity. Save. That is now saved. And let's say, and this is the real power of this app in my opinion. Let's say for my low intensity, I'm going to do basically just like, actually I'm just going to do like a minute 15. And my rest time will then just be like 25 seconds. And I'll leave the rounds the same, and it's 30 minutes. Because it's just to, I just want to burn calories that day, kind of get my body in the rhythm of just cycling every day, but not killing myself when I just hit it hard the day before. So then I can come in here and I can hit save and then do low intensity. Man, I really rely on spell correct all the time apparently. Intensity. Okay, save. Just like that. And then in the future, let's say you get out of the app and you want to start a workout. So you just tap on it and you can hit open. And you tap on one. Oh, today I'm going to do low intensity. So you tap it and hit the open folder, and it preloads that all for you. So you only have to do the work up front once, and then it's really easy. And and I'm talking about cycling because that's what I do, but really all this can apply to running or what else? Running or probably maybe circuit training in the gym. Basically everything you do that you can have your phone with you except swimming, because that would not be bad, obviously. So that's pretty cool. The last thing I'll show you, once you get started, so it's got different timers for different things, and or different noises for different sounds for different things. So like there's a tick that happens right at the beginning of the warm up. There was like that ding 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 window. Actually, I'm going to stop this real fast. I'm going to come to settings. You can tell it to, you can always leave the screen always on, which I don't. You can have a round start warning and a round end warning, which is really cool. So, you know, when you're warming up, you can have a warning. Like I always set mine to about 10 seconds. So as the round is about to start, you know, I can kind of get into that mental mood, the high intensity round. So that's really nice. And also, or like let's say I'm in my rest interval, and you know, because usually, you know, I just kick my butt for the last minute and a half or whatever, and I'm just like resting. So when I hear that alarm go off, then that's, again, it just helps me get my mind in the mood right before and just really take advantage of that full high intensity interval. Um, and then this other really cool thing that I like, well, let me just go through that first. Okay, so there was the window. There's the ticking, which is actually really annoying. And also the vibrate, you know, you might be able to hear the vibration. I don't know if you can, but you can turn it off like that. Okay, then you can take off the sounds too, but that kind of defeats the purpose. So what do? Well, I'm going to get out of this and show you. Oops. So if you come to settings, you can do up here on sounds, there's all the sounds that you can take on or off. Now usually the X means off, but here it means on, which I think is faulty designing. So if you design this app and you're watching this, then this is something that we encourage you to change here at practicallyandroid.com. But basically what I did, I took off anywhere it says tick, I just took it all off. Because as I'm listening to music, basically the music, or I usually listen to podcasts actually, the podcasts cut out wherever there's a tick or there's a sound. So, which I like, for example, if I want to hear the round start warning or the round end warning, that's great. I don't mind like not missing, you know, missing like that half a second of sound for my podcast to know that my interval is about to start or end. But not if it's every half second when it's ticking. So anyway, I take all those off. So now let's go check it out. On the vibrations, I totally take all the vibrations off because I think it's a waste of battery. Because I mean, usually I just have it in my pocket, you know, I just want to hear it. So I take all those off, and I think we went through all the settings there. So now let's check it out. Okay, it's no longer beeping every second, and I'm not going to wait 2 minutes, and you probably don't want to wait 2 minutes. So I'm going to make the round just 15 seconds. And I'm going to make the rest period 15 seconds. Or I'll make it 11 seconds. No, we'll do 15 seconds. And we'll do this 15 seconds all around, huh? I just want you to hear all the sounds and what the heck I'm talking about. Okay, go. Okay, so that was the warm-up sound right there. That was the round start warning. And then this next one's going to be the round started. There you go. So now this is the rest, right? We're just like, okay, so there you go. That's the round start warning. Oh, just kidding, we're in the round. So that was like the round end warning. Now we're in the rest mode. And that round end warning is really cool. There you go. Round start warning again. That round end warning is really cool because it helps me focus and kind of end hard. So anyway, but that's basically how it works. You can actually go into the settings, sounds, and for any of these, let's say I don't like the way the round start warning sounds like, and I can tap that and go into my system, into my memory, or I guess SD card, and look up any any files that have sounds in them and replace them. I haven't taken the time to do it or look through here, see what kind of let's see, alarms. Probably that's where you would go. Oh, there's nothing there. Anyway, but you get the point. You can go in and change the sound if you want to do that. But that's it for the review. I love this app. I find it really useful. I really probably should find the name of it so I can tell you. Looks like it is Interval Training Timer AD. And the AD means ad. There's ads on it. The paid version's here. Looks like it's $199. I really don't mind it. But it just depends how, on how much you care for ads or not. But that's it. If you guys have any questions about this, go ahead and send them by sending an email to staff@practicallyandroid.com, or you can leave a voicemail at 385-204-0140, or just go to practicallyandroid.com, and on the top right-hand corner of the page, there's a link that says Android Questions. And as always, if you guys find these videos useful, help us out by paying attention to the ads, both on these videos and on our website, and click on them. If they interest you, because that helps us out. We can continue to bring these awesome videos, and we're just a big happy family that way. Again, this is Marco Perez with practicallyandroid.com, and remember, for a more practical life, practicallyandroid.com. Take care, y'all.